Hello, today we're going to share uh, the nuts and bolts on how the world uses control and accountability to deceive you. So let's start right in. So I use this uh, serpent's tongue to give you kind of an idea because it's actually a very good image of what's going on. You've got on one side, you've got control and you've got accountability. And now let's go and show you what's going on here. So this is kind of an idea. This is just one template, an example, but it's the same thing over and over and over. So in the start, step one, whatever you have, I'm using a bottle of water because it's a nice um, idea here. So you have basically, we'll just say it's free, right? You can go, you can drink all you want of that bottle of water. So what happens is, as soon as that bottle of water becomes known, I guess you would say, someone, the powers, I guess you would say, would come around and start creating a fence around that thing, right? And then put a gate on it and lock that thing so that is access only. So step one, it's free, everything's fine, everybody's enjoying being able to go and get all they want. The next thing you know, it's access only. Okay. So how do they create this fence? How does that happen? There's so many ways they create the fence, but it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Um, and the water is a picture of basically a thing, you know. Could be water, could be a resource, could be um, a religious thing, it could be anything like that. So types of control. So you've got your water bottle inside the fence. How do they create those little pokies in the gate? Because they just put the question in your mind: is that water safe? Is it certified? Is it third party certified? Can that water be trusted? You know, we have the only water that's the proper one. Do others trust it? This water was established long ago, and it was established by smart people. And those people are closer to the source than you. Is that water accepted by others? Okay. These are some of the things they use to put that fence up around there and keep you out. Now, it's an invisible wall, and there are probably billions of invisible walls out there that we're not supposed to cross because they've put these questions in our mind. And every time we look at that bottle of water, we say, is it safe? Is that certified? From birth, we've been given this. So once they've created that perimeter and they've fortified it, and there's no way in, they get the occasional person trying to climb over, they get smacked. What do? They give you a drop. Here's your drop. Here's your drop. Here's your drop. You get a drop too, because they have to keep you interested, because you would just give up on the water and you go find some, like some other water that they hadn't thought about yet. So they have to keep you interested. So they'll give you a drop here and there, but it's not enough to satisfy. It's definitely not enough to to give you strength to get through or get over the gate. That's the last thing they want to do. Okay? So why do we let this happen? It's all about accountability. We have excuses, right? I didn't know. That doesn't affect me. That's not my job. The serpent beguiled me. No one tells the truth. Everything is a lie. I was born this way. Everyone else is doing it. And there's a million other excuses. Yeah, but yeah, I know that's really good water, but I'm not sure if it's certified. I didn't know. So that when someone comes to you and says, "Hey, how come you're dying of thirst?" Well, that guy said that it wasn't certified, and if I took a drink, I might die. There's that. It's a lack of want to be accountable. The whole concept of you are accountable for your actions has gotten less and less, and it's a sort of an age of permissiveness of like, it's okay. We'll give you a reason. That way you don't have to have any accountability. Trust us. That age. The dropper. Okay, so here's the dropper. So, in order to keep you interested and keep you coming back, they give you the drop. These are some examples. There's a lot more, obviously. Sources say this just in: we may have new information. According to accounts, Disclosure is coming. Sources close to the blank, whatever that might be, say more in the days to come. I'm sure you haven't heard any of these before. Uh, these are just simple ways to keep you interested, keep you thirsty and wondering. So now we have to talk about, we talked about the control, which is the fence. We talked about um, the accountability, which no one wants these days. And we talked about the dropper, which is what keeps you interested because they're controlling that now, the water. So and it's again, this is just about that's a template. Imagine whatever the thing is you're thinking that they're controlling. So now we're going to talk about the separation of accountability and control. And that's again the little picture of the nasty snake. You've got one tip being control, one being accountability. How do they keep that separated? There's a lot of ways. Fear. We may have reason to fear. Anger. Doesn't that make you angry? Envy. You should have this wonderful car. You should have a big house. You're 25. You're still paying rent. There's so many things. Envy. Ignorance. Historically, dot, dot, dot. Put your lie here. Okay. Omission. We don't know at this time. Right. And there are too many to list. So that's how they do it. They use these different, I guess you'd call them tools to keep that tongue separated as far away as they can. And actually, it's not even doesn't have to be separated by distance. It just needs to be separated by one of these things. Okay, so that's how they do it. They control it, right? They use your lack of accountability or our lack of accountability because they created that. They said it's okay, it's all right, it's okay. Uh, Trust us, right? The next thing, they give us a drop of what we need, and we think, oh gosh, aren't they wonderful for giving me a drop? Okay. And then this is how they keep it going. All this right here, this separation of accountability and control. Now, say, how in the world are we going to get through this or change this or whatever? First of all, we are accountable to God. The biggest lie is to say, it's okay, it's not your fault. Look, we're all accountable, right? If you don't want to be accountable, then you're in the wrong place because we're all accountable. And that's why we seek Jesus because we need someone to carry our sin, our trouble, all of that because we're accountable. Okay? That's step 1. If you can't get past step 1 and become accountable and take, say, look, I'm a sinner. I'm just not I'm not taking account for my stuff. The things that I'm doing I need to be accountable, right? Okay, if you're able to do that, and I'm working on that too, you know. But once you get to that, you got the ABCs. You assume nothing. You don't assume anything. These people have been doing this forever, since before we were born. We were born into this deception, right? Believe no one. Someone tells you, hey, you can't go there, just because they have food, or hey, I heard that this and that. Well, I don't know. Just challenge that, right? Challenge it. I'm not saying jump over um, a safety sign. I'm saying just challenge everything. Challenge everything you hear, especially everything you see in the age of AI. Okay. And the last thing, open your King James Bible and ask Jesus Christ to show you the truth. Get in there for yourself. Go to the bottle, not the alcohol bottle, not the liquor bottle, the bottle of true water, the water of life. Go to Jesus. He is the living word, the living water, and ask him to show you. And guess what? All of these things, assume nothing. You know what? We have all these assumptions about Jesus. Go and find out for yourself. Believe no one. Hey, somebody told me that Jesus said, no, don't listen to that person. Go find out for yourself from the King James Bible. Challenge it. Jesus said, touch me, handle me, put your hand in the wound. Go and he is that's why I'm not worried about saying go and challenge all these things, because guess what? You'll find out it's true. The good news is true. They call it it's not the call the gospel, the good spell for nothing. Okay. Praise the Lord. Uh, thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. And let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Thanks.